Inspiration for running for this governorship is that, as endowed as we are, we've been having government without governance, and I want to bring governance into government in this state. Ideas now rule the world. 25 years ago, people with mineral and natural resources are the richest people in the world. Then we used to have people like the Sultan of Brunei, King Fahad, the Emir of Oman. They were the richest people because they had mineral resources beneath the earth's surface. But today, ideas now rule the world. The richest people in the world today are people who have developed idea through ICT and technology into commerce. That's why now you have people like Warren Buffett, you have people like Bill Gates, you have people like Zuckerberg, and ideas have shown that it is the new oil now globally. As I speak to you, Uber is just an app. You buy the car, you drive the car, you fuel the car, you service the car, and Uber makes money. Idea. Zoom came, and COVID came, and Zoom was declaring billions of dollars after profits. And the same thing with Amazon. There's no store in the world called Amazon. It's just an app and an idea, and they sell everything. So what we lack actually in Kogi State is leadership. And Malaysia, Nigeria gave palm oil seedling to Malaysia in the 70s. Today, Malaysia is the largest exporter of palm oil in the world. Malaysia's revenue in palm oil is 3 times what we are getting from crude oil. What happened to Malaysia? Leadership. Singapore, leaped the second stage of development from third world to first world, Lee Kuan Yew. What happened to Singapore? Leadership. Dubai borrowed money from Nigeria in 1984. Nigeria loaned Dubai money. Dubai is not a country. Dubai is not even the capital of the United Arab Emirates. Abu Dhabi is. But Dubai, 25 years after, they have the busiest air route in the world. What happened to Dubai? Leadership. Then coming down home, Rwanda. Rwanda fought a genocide where 3 million people died. The Hutus and the Tutsis could not even sit because of discord. But today, phones used in Rwanda today, they are produced in Rwanda. If you see the jersey of Arsenal by the side, you see Visit Rwanda. All international workshops and seminars in Africa now hold in Kigali. The economy is booming. The 7-star hotel in Africa, Marriott Hotel, is now built in Rwanda. What happened to Rwanda? Leadership. That is what we want to introduce to Kogi State. We want to make sure that square pegs and square holes. We have suffered in this state. Over 1 year, there's no drop of water, pipe-borne water in the capital city of Lokoja. Lokoja is a glorified local government. And what we want to do is we want to make sure that by the grace of God, we will no longer give carpentry jobs to tailors. Nepotism is one of our major problems. So we want to make sure that we right the wrongs of Yaya Bello. We want to make sure that salaries will be paid as at when due. Today, you are paying 25% salary, 30% salary. And if you look at it from a point of analysis, when the civil service of Kogi State, for example, was about 38,000, Ibrahim Idris was paying full salary. Idris Wada was paying full salary. Today, that workforce of the state have been reduced by half, and yet we cannot pay the full salary that Ibrahim Idris and Captain Idris Wada paid. We can't even pay it now that you now have reduced workforce. And no governor in Kogi State have benefited in terms of revenue generation like Yaya Bello. There's increase in the federal allocation. He got bailout 1, got bailout 2, got palliative, got Paris Club, and yet there's nothing to show for it. We are coming to right these wrongs and take our state by the grace of God to the next level. I am an entertainer myself. I am a friend of the youth, and I want to assure you that my cardinal objective and principle is women and youth. You cannot develop any society without this demographic group. And I want to assure you that we are partners with the youth, and our campaign, our state campaign, is the first campaign in any state that will have its own youth campaign council, completely independent of the state governorship campaigner. And this is just to tell you that by the grace of God, we are going to work with the youth because they are the energy room, understand, of any society. And you now leave the youth at your own peril. So that's why we are working with them, and that is why they will play a very pivotal role in our government. And we will not be a youth like Yaya Bello. We are going to rewrite the history of the Nigerian youth. Local government autonomy is there, But unfortunately, once our money is coming from Abuja, there is a toll gate in Lokoja, and what goes to the local government is 25% of what is supposed to go to them. By the grace of God, we are going to return local government administration to the local people. As I speak to you, no local government chairman in 21 local governments in Kogi State can tell you that in 7 years they have seen allocation paper. Nobody can tell you that because of corruption. We will not follow that trajectory. We will make sure that local government administration is taken back to the local people, and by the grace of God, problems will be ameliorated. Advice for the people of Kogi State is for them to leave the land of Egypt and go to the promised land of Canaan. It's for them to know that the problem of this state is APC, and they should totally reject APC and embrace PDP that have programs, that have policies, that have plans to take us out of the woods.